Hi, this is Katie Schell. I'm an intuitive healer and spiritual counselor, and I work with several modalities, including aromatherapy, astrology, embodied movement. I do energy work, I teach classes, a lot of different opportunities to work with me that you can find on my website, katieshell.com. This video is an aromatherapy video, and it is about manifesting our desires and the essential oils that we can use to work with that. So the first one that we're going to work with is mugwort. Now, mugwort and all of these you can work with either on your body, and I will tell you how to work with them on your body, or you can put them in a diffuser and just get this energy moving in the space that you have. So the first one is mugwort, and mugwort is about moving stuck energy. So we get these stories in our head, we get these ideas in our head, or we have things in our lives that are holding the place of the things that we want. So in order to get that energy moving, in order to get that energy flowing, we need to move the stuff that isn't working so we can bring in the stuff that does. It's about that flow, that energy flow. So again, coming in and moving out, so we have what we need. If what is happening is that you are telling yourself those same old stories over and over again, I recommend putting it on the temples. If it's something that's stuck in your heart, oh, I can't do it, I feel bad. Again, still the head, because those are stories we're telling. But if it feels stuck with heartache or heartbreak from not having gotten the things that we wanted in our past, sometimes we want to put it on the heart. And a lot of times I end up putting it on the hips, because we hold a lot of old energy in our hips and our lower body. So any of those things will work. And of course, again, moving into putting in the diffuser to get that energy moving in your space. The next one is rhododendron, and rhododendron is one I talk about all the time. It is about connecting with our spiritual family. So if we're manifesting something, if we're creating something, we are not an island. We don't do things alone. And I mean, ultimately, we are responsible ourselves. We are responsible for creating the spaces, for understanding ourselves, but we are going to draw in other people, either to work to help us, whether as a business, for students, for clients, whatever it is that you're trying to connect with. Of course, friends and all of the collaborators, all of these other things, teachers, all of these things are going to be something that rhododendron is going to help us with. Rhododendron also helps connect with spiritual family. So it's going to help us connect with our spirit guides in order for us to see more, to receive their messages, to see more clearly what we're supposed to be doing and how we do it, and have that communication a little bit better. And the third wonderful benefit of rhododendron is it kind of cuts out the noise of the people that we're not supposed to be working with. So if there's like some people in your life, or you're like, oh, maybe I should work with person X or person Y. Person X, if they're not the one you're supposed to work with, will kind of disappear, and person Y will suddenly become more present, more prominent in the life. And so working with this, again, I like putting this one in my aura. And anytime you put an oil on your hand, you are putting it in your aura. So that's why I like to put it on my hand and then anoint myself with it. You can also just pour it directly anywhere. Again, putting it on the heart is always good, because this is heart-based. Family is heart. You can put it on, that tends to be the place I put it. I like to put it in my hair. And again, put it in your diffuser. The third oil that I like to work with for manifestation is nutmeg. And nutmeg is a seed. And again, it's another one that I talk a lot about. It is one that I have a short on. And it is about creativity. It sparks creativity. It also, and so what do we want to create? What are we bringing? And it plants those seeds of our desires in order to grow what we want. The other thing I like about nutmeg is it does help us remember that things, to trust in divine timing, because sometimes we can gather all the things, we're doing the right things, but we need to wait in order for all of it to sync up or to synchronize or whatever else that needs to happen in order for us to create, to manifest, to have those things that we desire. So nutmeg is really good for this, for kind of planting those seeds of creativity. Really good to put on the belly, in the belly button, to really get that sacral chakra Again, I always like putting stuff on the heart when we want to plant the seed, when we're thinking, and then putting it on putting it on the temples. I'm gonna keep on saying the same things with where to anoint ourselves, because anointing the temples will help us remind us of that divine timing thing, and that everything, and to allow ourselves to be patient and not necessarily feel like we have to go full steam ahead, even if we know what it is we want, that sometimes we still have to wait for everything to coalesce into the right thing. And it will help us know when that time is right. Okay. Fourth oil, red spruce. Red spruce is the one I call manifestation oil, and I've worked with this one by itself. It is a tree, so it is about the spruce family really kind of pushes us to do the work that we need to do in order to bring in what we desire. So whatever we're doing, it can't just, although you can, there's certain understanding of things where things need to come to you and you need to be patient with things, as we were saying with the nutmeg, but that doesn't mean that you sit around and do nothing. It means that there are certain, maybe you have to do something in your own life, something separate from the thing that you were trying to create, in order to make the space, in order for you to be prepared for the thing that you want. And so red spruce helps, kind of pushes us to do our work. It connects us with our passion. It grounds us. It gives us that stability, and foundation that we need in order to, again, create and manifest what we desire. So you don't have to know what you desire. And that's an important part about this. This can help find clarity in understanding what you truly want. So that's the red spruce. I do like to put that, again, on the belly, on the heart, or on the legs to really kind of support that strong foundation. The final oil I like to work with for this, for manifestation, is rosemary. And rosemary is one that everyone knows that rosemary is about memory, but it's about not just remembering things, a to-do list. It's remembering who we are, our purpose, our soul's purpose, what we came to do, and keeping ourselves focused on our goals and our desires. Now, sometimes we don't know what the outcome is, and normally, and it's actually kind of, it's important not to have an attachment to outcome, because things can show up and manifest in ways that we never even dreamed of if we allow that. But what rosemary does is it lights up the next steps, and it gives us a clear path to bring in what we want. So we can, again, working with this along with the rhododendron, which turns into the spirit guides, to help and then you ask them to show you the way. Like I like to say, give me hanger-sized doors and windows, hanger-sized doors and windows. So, like the garages that the airplanes park in, that is a big freaking door. So you know clearly what your next steps are. And again, rosemary, good on the head, good on the heart. In fact, I'm just going to drip, and sometimes I'll just drip it right on my head like that so I can remember, so I can see clearly. The other thing is, because it is about seeing those next steps, you can actually put it around, not directly on the eye, but like on the cheekbone, near, you have to be a little careful about this, but near the cheekbone, like kind of up way up here above the eyebrow, way up here above the eyebrow by the temple, and kind of over here. You can see my eyes are a little watery from doing that, but that doesn't last very long. And it helps us, again, see clearly what is right in front of us. So I hope this helps. I do have all of these oils available on my website, and I do have a specific kit that comes where you can get little trial size bottles, little 2 ml bottles of each one of these oils, so you can work with them in ritual for yourself. Hope this helps. Have a great day.